Hi everyone, it's Shelly Zurich from Still Blonde After All These Years, and today we are filming a little bit later, and I always forget how dark it gets this time of year. It's just crazy. It's 10 to 5 and there's like the sun is down and basically it's, you know, dark. So I've got out my handy dandy what they call Devo ring, and it is a round. If you look at my eyes, you can see the Devo ring showing up in my eyes. But what it does is it provides you really great light for just exactly these kind of situations. So, okay, now we're gonna do specialty Sunday. It's been about a month since I brought any specialty foods, and we're gonna just jump right into the different specialty foods that I either got at the Fancy Food Show this summer, or that I was sent prior to the show. Let's say that was the end of June, or that I received as a result of me going to the show and making contacts with the different companies. So all of these have to do with getting some review samples from the companies, but if I don't like it, I'll tell you, or I won't even talk about it because, like, why waste your time with stuff I don't like when there's so many things I do? So if anything I purchase myself, I'll always make sure to tell you that as well. So let's start out. I wanted to talk to you about ice chips. Ice chips are, I don't have my situation where I can turn the camera around today. So we're just gonna go with saying things backwards and you're gonna have to trust me what the product says, but you can see ice chips. I know you can read backwards, I know you can. Okay, anyway, these ice chips are very interesting. Let me show you what they look like. They open like a, oh, what are those mints that are so, you know, so strong? Anyway, they open like those, and they are just a chip. 2 chips are 25 calories. They come in a variety of flavors. This one is berry mix, which was very good. There's also a lemon and licorice and cherry and cinnamon and, gosh, can you believe all these flavors? And peppermint, and finally root beer. Now, I don't know if there's more chips, but this is what they sent me. You know, truly, I did not talk to these people that I can remember at the show. I did not receive an email from them. They just showed up in my mailbox one day. And 2 of each flavor. So, you know, I did like them, and so I wanted to talk about them, and I'll give them a shout out on Facebook when I post about them, but I don't know, they just showed up. Now, the thing that's cool about these is not only are there 2 pieces of candy for 25 calories, but they're sweetened with a sweetener called xylitol. Xylitol does not promote tooth decay, and it's also super low on the glycemic index. Now, the glycemic index goes from 1 to 100, and this is an 8. So that's super low on the glycemic index. So for people who are worried about this, this is a great alternative. And where the sweetener comes from, it's a natural occurring sweetener in beech trees and other botanicals. So if you have somebody in your family that's like that, I'd highly recommend taking a look at ice chips. So once again, there's no corn, sugar, soy, wheat, gluten, or dairy, and it is vegan. All right, moving on. We have a product from Costa Rica called Natural Sins, and these were really wonderful. I love these. It's very interesting, very different, and I kind of like to try new foods that everything's really different. What it was is a pouch of just slices. You can see here, just slices of the pineapple. No, I don't have any to show you. Yes, I ate them all. What can I say? That's going to be the story of my life. But maybe there's some crumbs down here. But basically, they just send you little slices of the pineapple. And they truly are slices. This is just a crumb, but that'll give you an idea about how thick they are. And they just slice it all the way through, so you get everything. But because it's sliced so thin, you can eat it. And it's super, super good. I really enjoyed it. They advertise them as being less sugar than regular snacks, and they are made with raw cane sugar. And once again, they're a product of Costa Rica. This Natural Sins also makes coconut chips, beet chips, and mango chips. So if you're looking for a fun snack alternative, a bag this big is 98 calories, which I think is fabulous. I could no way eat this whole bag because it's too, it's satisfying, so you don't need to eat the whole thing. There's 15% dietary fiber and no sodium. So great snack. Okay, moving on. The next thing we have, I've had this for a while. I feel bad. The people, emailed me and were like, we're going to talk about our product. And sometimes when I get sent stuff, there's just not a good way to work it in. I haven't formed a decision yet. I haven't had a chance to eat it. It's just, that didn't come up in the swing of things. So finally, we did get to these. These are Tapas Essentials, all natural, from a Spanish company called Espuña. I think I'm saying that right. ESPUN with a little umlaut or whatever the Spanish call it, A. Okay, so Espuña Tapas Essentials, all natural. And this is a new line that they just came out with at the show. And the thing that's special about this is there's no nitrates added at all. And the pork that's used in it was never fed antibiotics. So that's a big deal because this is the first of its kind in this Spanish style. They call this line of dried meat products charcuterie, like CHARCUTERI. And so that's a very common thing in Spain. Tapas are just little plates, small plates, like we call them, served often at mealtime, different bite-sized things. So these guys produce authentic Spanish tapas and cured meat. They produce different things like sausages, chorizo, feuet ring. This particular thing is a feuet ring. Let me see, what else do we have here? We have chorizo sticks and another chorizo ring, except for, well, this one isn't hot, so that's exactly the same as the other one. Now, the thing about this is, no, this is a feuet ring, that's right. They sent me quite a different selection, and some were hot, as in spicy, and others were just a normal, palate. I didn't mind the normal flavored ones. We took them to Iceland with us. They were really a great alternative when you're riding around in the car, and in Iceland there's not a corner store, believe me. And so it was really great to have some of these dried meats and knowing that it was something with no nitrates and that kind of thing. Now the hotter versions, I myself did not care for them. I gave them to my neighbor, who's very into spicy things. He did like the hotness of them, but he felt that the product itself was heavy on the oil taste for an American. That like when we eat it, it's like eating a really oily salami, if I can relate it to something, or a jerky that's like really oily. Now that's the nature of these. I know it because I've tried them before. And so I think it might be an acquired taste, but I did like several aspects about the line, especially the no nitrates. Okay, so that's Tapas Essentials, all natural, from Espuña. I hope I'm saying that somewhere near right. Another thing that we picked up at the show, I don't have any information about them other than what I can read on the box because I didn't get any and they didn't send me an email. But I'd highly recommend these. These are soup mixes. We also took these to Iceland with us. Very packable. We just added, let's see, what do we have to add to it to make it? Milk and water. But then they also recommended throwing in some diced chicken cooked chicken, and I did that. I took a can of cooked chicken with us. This is wonderful, just wonderful. Diced chicken enchilada soup mix from Just in Time Gourmet. Recommend that. Okay, finally, my daughter's boyfriend and his family gave me for my birthday some premium blueberry honey. And you say, well, what's blueberry honey? I mean, do you got blueberries in it? No, it doesn't. But the bees that make this honey, they pollinate or fly around or do their work in a blueberry field. So the honey takes on the taste of whatever they are working in, and this has a very distinct blueberry smell, and it also has a bit of blueberry taste, but I'd say it's more in the smell for me than the taste. Now, I've had lavender honey before, and lavender honey had it also in the honey. I mean, the taste of the lavender was in the honey. I didn't care for that at all. Ooh. You know, it's like eating flowered honey. I guess some people like it, but to me, I'd much rather have the blueberry. Okay, so sure appreciate you hanging out with us. And if you have any questions or input, just feel free to put it down below. Give this video a thumbs up and check out any products that I talked about. They'll be linked once I get this posted. So take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.